Girl, I'm leaving.
No, you ain't.
Yeah, I am.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I am.
No, you ain't.
I'm tired of all this drama you be bringing. All the dang on time. I'm gone. Deuces. I want to drive in the middle of the night. I don't care.
Bye. Yeah. What y'all looking at?
You keep saying it.
LiQWYD.
What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of KOURTNEY. I'm Eddie, aka KOED. This is my lovely wife.
He do one little funky intro. Now he think he a rapper. My name is Courtney, also known as Coco.
And this is KOURTNEY. This channel is all about relationship reviews, and tonight, well, you know what?
Gotta get the people.
Tonight we're gonna be talking about married at first sight, or as I would call it.
You don't even know.
You're right. You're right.
So if you're brand new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. On all social media sites, you guys comment down below. So I'm going to whiz on through this. Y'all already know that I am a affiliate of the Lip Bar. So tonight I am wearing Prom Queen and Dream Chase, a kind of mixture of both. So if you want to get a discount using our promo code, we're going to let you go out down to the link below once this video is over and get your discount today from the Lip Bar. Yeah. And what am I wearing, babe?
Prom night.
New arrival of our t-shirts. A new arrival of one of our tees, so you can go to our website at koedwear.com to get your tee today. Black and bougie, and they have our KOED on the sleeve. So yeah, he rocking the KOED hat. So yeah, y'all can go and purchase some merch from our store at koedwear.com. That information is down below.
You know, back in the day when your mom used to put you,
Go ahead.
When your mom used to dress you in your long sleeve shirt, and you'll make sure you want to make sure the shirt fits right
for picture day.
It's for period.
Okay.
And you had to do the Frankenstein, make sure the sleeves long enough. Y'all remember that? I do the Cause back in the day, I used to do the Frankenstein. Sleeve came way back. Okay.
And I remember too when your mom tell you put that lotion on, but evidently you didn't listen. All right, so let's get into it on tonight, because this was good, y'all. Y'all wait till the end, honey, so we can talk about what happened. What had happened. So it's called Country Chaos. Country Chaos.
Why do they call it Country Chaos?
So the couples are going on a ranch retreat. And so they show a scene where Kay is coming over to, what's she coming over?
Yeah.
She moved out.
Yeah,
she moved out. So she was coming over to the apartment where he was staying at, where they were staying at there together. And so they hadn't really seen each other. I think he said they talked it out or whatever, but they haven't actually seen each other.
Yeah,
right?
He said they talked it out, and that was the first time seeing her since the last blow up they had since she moved out. So
they all driving to go to, did they say where the ranch retreat at? But anyway, they driving somewhere to go to it. So Brett and Ryan, they're having a conversation. They're talking about, she's telling him, well, you know, I had a conversation with your sister, and your sister had said that she pretty much think that your energy, your mind, your mindset is tuned somewhere else. And he asked, who am I, who else? Basically, what he was saying is like, your sister kind of dropping some tea and stuff like that. And he was like, no, like, I'm talking to you. Like, who else am I talking to? I'm talking to you. I guess he was just saying nobody else or whatever. He was getting a little agitated, and she could tell he was getting agitated, because she was like, well, why are you getting so defensive? So he was like, I'm not getting defensive.
I would be agitated. I would be agitated too if your own sister throw you under the bus. I said, what kind of sister is that, man?
And when he was driving, I said, ooh, him and his sister do look alike. I see her
really?
all in him. Yeah, and then too, she also said that I kind of heard a conversation where some people were saying that you just, I guess maybe after the process or while that's going on, we just gonna be friends.
Where'd she hear that from?
I don't know. She said, I guess one of the couples, something like that. So yeah. Anyway, they had that conversation. So Zach and Kate, they
I'll be honest with you. This whole episode, I just wanted to fast forward to that part. Be honest with you.
To the end.
Yeah, I just want to get to the juicy.
So Zach and Kate didn't seem like they was really having a conversation in the car. So they did talk. They did stop at some little animal farm or whatever, and they did have a conversation. So she said that she did talk to her sister and his brother. And now that she feels like she's in a better place, she went back home. Everybody going back to their houses. They regrouping, and they feel better when they come back or whatever. So, see, I think what it is, you go from being single, staying by yourself in your own space, to jumping in, and now you living with somebody, and that can be a bit much, especially if you're trying to develop a relationship. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, when you're dating, you can develop a relationship, and then y'all can get into it. You can go back to your place, they go back to theirs, and it's just not that. But it's just like you have to, you living together, which that's what you signed up for. I'm not saying you, and I don't think that they should be able freely to go back to their place, but I guess they can. You want to say something? Mm-mm. And so she said that that they need to learn to communicate better. Well, we know that, yeah. We know that. So he called her the goat queen. You go ahead, baby. You got something to say?
Not really.
Okay. And he asked a question. Are we sleeping in the same bed tonight? He got excited about that. What do you think he was saying?
He gonna get him some. He gonna do the oochie coochie. That's the only reason why he got upset the last time, because they come sleep in the same bed. Which I can understand where Kay was coming from. Since we not on good terms, why sleep in the same bed? I get it. Now, trust me, I do.
Yeah, you sure ain't finna get none.
Yeah, but that's what he wanted. He wanted to get him some. But when she said, "Yeah, we gonna sleep in the same bed,"
his eyes lit up.
No, his eyes did not light up. That Kool-Aid smile came up. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Get me some. Get me some. Get some of that crazy sex money.
So they all come into the house, and Mirla looks cute, but
she wore the wrong shoes, man.
They were some cute little shoes, but yeah, she had tripped up, and she told them, "Don't y'all show that scene." But they did what showed it.
I know I said this last week, but the more and more I see Mirla, the more and more I like her personality. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, her and Gil, they are. Actually, I think they could probably spin off, do their own show. It's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So they keep me entertained.
Gil did say that, he is a people person. He likes to be around people. He feed off people energy and all that stuff with her. And Mirla, she is not. She can be to herself, just on her cell phone. And so this was going to be really hard for her, because now she
in one space with different people. And I'm kind of in between, you know what I'm saying? I can be a people person, but I have a time limit.
Yeah, you do.
I can probably give people like an hour, 2 hours of my energy. And after that, I'm done. Everything else
I think you can go a little bit more.
I don't know. Everything else after that be fake. Yeah. I'll just be honest with you. I just can't deal with people for a long period of time.
Let me tell y'all, we went on something like a little retreat like that with couples. And day one, he did good. We came in, blah, 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 blah. Midday, day two, he was shutting down and getting an attitude. He had to apologize to people.
Because if you're an introvert like I am.
And side note, this was his first time ever doing anything like this. So it was a little overwhelming.
It takes energy to entertain people. It really does. It's tiring to me. So I can understand where Mirla coming from, to be honest with you.
So Johnny don't feel comfortable staying in one room with Bao. He's so extra. It's like
and that's why she gave him the drama queen.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Because he is so extra. I don't know what to say about Johnny. I really don't, man. I try not to say nothing negative, but God to buy it.
So yeah, he making this big deal like, okay, got one bed, well, I'm gonna sleep, we gotta figure this out, yada yada yada. But anyway, so they all are around cooking, and I guess they made Bao the one that cooks, but according to Johnny, they cook together. She don't cook or whatever.
She was cooking her and Gil, and little Jose was out there grilling. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Now, y'all can't tell me that Merla and Gia ain't done the what?
The Uchi Coochie.
She stuck to that man like glue. She was all up on him like this.
Yeah,
she hugging
man.
hugging on him. My husband. Ooh,
She
my
went
husband.
from not
That's my husband.
kissing him to like all over him. Just like, but hey, I'm happy for him. I am. You know, hey.
Yep, she was. You know, I guess in her mind, that kiss meant a kiss and something else.
Yeah, I guess.
That's there. So, so they're all eating. And Gil asked the question, "How are they all doing?" Zach said, "Well, they're in a better place. You know, they had their little bumps in the road, but they're in a better place." Johnny said he just. You want to say something?
No, I said Zach and Kay was never, ever in a better place. Let's keep it real. But go ahead.
Well, better place meaning they just neutral. They not.
Yeah, I really don't think it's neutral. It's like
they faking it.
Yeah, they faking it to the next coming of the storm. You know what I'm saying? So they blow up again. But go ahead.
Johnny said, well, you know, he just want to have fun on this trip. He don't kind of want to get in no arguments or nothing. Kay said her advice. I said advice.
No, she didn't.
What advice, girl?
What advice she give her?
That's not what we're gonna do. Honey, you need to get your stuff together before you give out advice. But she said in her advice, it's just best to be open and honest.
Yet you don't do it. You fake the funk like everything's all to the. You might say, yeah, we have like, y'all not having a little issues. Y'all having big issues.
Right.
But you don't want to tell the group that. But.
Yep. So I thought this part was sweet where they gave Brett cookies for her. Oh,
Baxter. What?
Okay, you did say it right.
I said Baxter.
I thought you couldn't say it wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
So yeah, they gave cookies and they all did the little sparkles and stuff.
Yeah. If I had a little dog food, something, I'd pour a little dog food out for Baxter right now.
I know, that's right.
Yeah.
Just for Baxter.
Yeah.
So Ryan made the comment in his confession. He said he wished he could be more of a comforter for Brett. I'm saying, and why can't you? Like just because y'all, even a decent friend would do that. You can get a girl a hug, which I don't know if you did or not, but I mean, come on, something.
Yeah, come put your head on my shoulder. You know, let me comfort you something.
Yeah.
You know, do something, man. I know you can't do the oochie coochie, but
I'm
you can.
so tired of hearing this. So Brett and Ryan and Bal are they trying to decide because they sitting outside by the fireplace where everybody said they going to their own bedroom. So they trying to figure out the sleeping arrangement.
Oh, those four?
Yeah.
Those four, yeah.
So they talking and ended up, it said, somebody said it's an extra bedroom there, and so...
No, you went to the... Ryan said, well, I guess me and Brett gonna sleep together. Brett said, no, no, when you sleeping together, you gonna come out the woodwork. We don't even sleep together at the apartment. Now you gonna sleep together here?
Don't act brand new.
Yeah, now pump your brakes on me. No, So... You can see he was hurt too. Man.
Yeah.
He was embarrassed.
I think that may have been the first time Brett spoke up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She normally just kind of mild mannered and she may go with the flow, but she spoke up. Now, when Pascal told you to tell that man all that, you didn't say nothing then, but just spoke up when it comes to that.
She did, and Ryan looked like, started looking like Miss Wonderful. He knew words.
And so I think it was Bao that said, okay, I think it was one of the guys said, well, Johnny and Ryan can sleep together, sleep in the same room. I think
Johnny brought that up. We're gonna sleep in the same room, and Bao said, okay, all right, bet we'll do that. Me and Brett, we can, sleep, by ourselves, and y'all share a room. And the room they had was the one room left. Or the couch. Mm-hmm. So they had to do rock, paper, scissors.
And the girls got their own room.
Separate rooms, yeah.
So, Ryan ended up getting the couch, and they showed him cutting the lights out.
Yeah, he was sleeping on the couch in the apartment.
Yeah.
Hey, you right back at home, ain't you?
No, that's right. So Ryan said, when they was having a conversation, that Brett pretty much checked out. No. And so he said because he told Dr. Pepper he was going to give it a try. He was going to give it a good old college try. And so, but he said when he tried to open up, that's when she pulled back. Duh.
Well, first of all, I really don't think he tried to open up per se. But yeah, I understand what he told. He told Dr. Pepper, right?
Right. Pep.
Yeah, but yeah, you can. The words are fine, man, but you got to have action behind those words, and you haven't shown no action to Brett to convince her that you trying, and so that's why she shut down. Cause everybody has a breaking point.
They do.
Everybody has a breaking point.
Yep. So they all are playing games and eating tacos. So the girls are talking and the guys are talking, about together. Guys in one, girls in the area. Kay said that they, once again, that they in a better place, huh? Zach, Kay said that they clash sometimes. I guess you gave a good analogy, honey. Like Godzilla and King Kong, they clash.
You haven't seen that movie. I've seen Godzilla versus King Kong. And even Godzilla and King Kong don't clash like these two. These two, they clash. See, even in the movie Godzilla vs. King Kong, it took a while for them to build up the drama, you know what I'm saying? With Zach and Kay, you can throw them in the room together. They fussing and fighting just like that, dropping the hat.
Rachel said in her past, it was like she was more obsessed with the guy than they was with her. And she said she wasn't going to do that. Like she texting them and she like, why you texting me back and stuff? So she said that's not,
I think that's human nature. When somebody don't want you and you trying to figure out why they don't want you and you keep texting, you keep chasing them because you saying to yourself, I'm a good catch. What's wrong with me? Why this person don't want me? This goes for men and women because I was the same way.
I've been like that too.
I said, what the heck wrong with me, man? E-dub, I don't chase no woman. The women chase me.
And what you did?
I chased you.
Well, I wasn't even talking about me.
Oh.
Yes, you did, baby. I was just using a scenario and you was saying, and I said, yeah, you was texting whoever, you was talking about. Oh. But anyway, so Bao said, at least y'all got that. She mad and she feels she's mad at Johnny and she's disappointed at Johnny. So at least they got their, situation that, at least they working through some things. So Ryan, let me jump back to the man. Ryan said that Brett immediately said that she didn't want to sleep with him in the same room. And Zach said, well, what is like at home? Ain't that what y'all do at home?
And Ryan let me ponder that for a minute. He was pondering and pondering and pondering. Then the next scene had his long gray beard because still
and he was like,
Because he couldn't figure it out. It was a good question, man. So what makes this trip so different than home?
Johnny said that he realized he is a lot more emotional than he thought.
No duh.
Mm-hmm. No what?
No duh.
Oh, no.
No duh. I said no duh.
I think it's no doubt.
No
and
duh.
Compare.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Anyway.
Because, we know he's very
so let's move back to Bao. So Bao, what's funny, and I guess maybe it's just like that with people. It seems like you can give good advice to other people, but you don't. People don't always follow that because Zach gives some good advice. Now Bao, I think she be trying to follow hers, but Kay gave some good advice. It's like everybody giving some good advice, but then at times Ryan can give some good advice, but it's like y'all ain't taking y'all good advice.
The winner of this episode when it comes to good advice was Bao.
Oh yeah.
She dropped some nuggets this episode. She stood strong, she stood tall, and hey, she brought it this episode.
So Bao said that it took her back to where, the verbal abuse.
Oh, you circled that? Okay.
I circled it.
Okay.
Verbal abuse that her dad used to talk to her mom. That's she experienced watching her parents being married for so long that her dad was verbally abusive to her mom, and it kind of took her back to that.
And why do you bring this up? Why are you so,
Because somebody said in the last one when the thumbnail said that Johnny is verbally abusive, somebody in the comments said that's pretty much a reach. And that is not true. People overuse that word. Well, it looked like she used it herself. Okay? So yeah, she said it.
The problem with this is that everybody had their own definition of abuse.
Yeah.
Your definition of abuse might not be the same as this person's definition of abuse. You know, some people can take more abuse, some people can't. So yeah, that person is like, okay, yeah.
Verbally abusive when somebody pretty much tries to break you down. And to me, that's what Johnny was doing. I'm not attracted to you. I'm not this, you not this, you that. All of that stuff started playing with your psyche.
Yeah.
It don't mean that they cuss you out, and don't necessarily mean that they cuss you out and they do all this stuff.
Sometimes when they play those type of mind games, that's worse than getting cussed out, because it's trying to break your self-confidence. It's trying to break your self-esteem, and you sometimes you just be left as a broken person.
Yep.
And that's what Johnny tried to do. He's trying to keep hammering her with all that negativity. And he when he say things, he cut deep when he say things.
And like we've said before, and I think some of you guys in the comments said that maybe it had something to do with his dad, and maybe what his dad did maybe to his mama. I don't know. We don't know that story, honey. We can get into
we don't know. We're not gonna assume nothing. We're not gonna I have a feeling about something. Cause we went through this last week with another video. We don't know. Okay, so but you know, it is what it is. But until, you know, we see for ourselves, we used to go and just leave that alone.
And so she said that her husband, she vowed that, you know, her husband was not going to treat her like that. And she realized that she was devaluing herself. Like, she was feeling devalued. Like,
that's part of being abused. Getting abused.
Yeah.
You devalue yourself because you breaking he's trying to make you feel less than what you're worth.
Yep.
And that's what he was doing with Val.
And she said she won't let that happen again. And let me tell you something. Sometimes what they do is they want to feel higher than you. So they knock you down all these pegs so that they can feel higher than you.
Yeah,
and I think that
than you.
Right. And I think that's what Johnny do, because to be honest, I can't see, of course I'm not there. I don't see a lot of stuff that Val is doing that's not, you know, it seems like she's trying to do this, she's trying to do this, she's trying to change, but he just keep knocking her down so he can feel superior, and he go around other people. And I know I watched the Unfiltered where Johnny and Kay was saying yada, 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 but Johnny be lying. Like, I don't believe Johnny saying that, oh, Val going around and she's making it seem like, you know, and she's two-faced. And even though Kay said that, Kay just mad because Val told her truth.
Yeah, she did. Val kind of checked Kay.
To be honest.
Yeah, let's be real.
So, it's 12 days into decision day, and all of this just a hot mess. This seems like this day 2, honey, because they dealing with some mess. So, Gil and Myrla are riding horses. Excuse me.
Something I would never do, but go ahead.
You won't. I want to. Well, why you don't want to?
Give me a little pony or something to ride. I ain't riding something. What? Tell me what.
I won't on camera.
But no, riding a horse to me, especially that high up, I get, you know, I hear bad things happen when people fall off or get thrown off. Oh, because
of what's his name?
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah. Christopher Reeve. Yeah.
So,
that sticks in my mind.
Gil said that he has a healthy fear of horses.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And this reminds me of Vinny and Bree. When Vinny and Bree, Vinny
said, nope.
He was like, he about to shut down, and he started having them crazy eyes too.
Well, isn't me, when Gil was riding a horse, he was like one of them big kids from the 6th grade that got held back like 4 or 5 grades because the way the outfit he had on. I said, he got like a little boy outfit.
So Myrla said that, you know, she kind of grew up around horses and stuff. So she said she liked riding horses.
I'm surprised the way she's so prissy all the time that she like to ride horses.
So they have a conversation. He did do it. So they have a conversation after when Gil kind of got on Myrla about saying that, you know, she wished that it was longer.
And I fault Gil for this because I think he was reaching a little too much with this one here, because if I'm enjoying something and it's short, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I enjoyed it, baby, but I just wish it was a little bit longer.
And that was a positive thing.
Yeah, I don't see no issues with that, But Gil's like, why y'all? To me, that's not complaining. That's not complaining there. So, Gil, be careful with would you think is complaining and not complaining? Because it seems like he's starting to get them run together now. Like you're getting confused.
And then I think what he's trying to do is just trying to stop her from saying anything negative till that's all you tend to focus on. But to me, honestly, she didn't say anything too bad. You know, like she said before, ooh, this nasty, ooh, this
that's different. That's different, yeah.
But she didn't do that. She actually enjoyed it. And so when he was like, well, you know, I think he was saying, did I hurt your feelings? You got a problem with that?
I can tell he did kind of hurt her feelings. And that's the thing.
And she was like,
I'm going to receive it. Well, no, I get that. But Miller has to be careful not to lose herself.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, still be yourself, but you got to do it. And, you know, it's the word I'm looking for. You don't do, God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. Not in quantities, but y'all know. Increments, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Could you quit smacking?
I get excited when you give me the word. Yeah. So, yeah, you got to do it in increments, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't lose. It's a fine line. Don't lose yourself, but compromise. Mm-hmm. Don't lose yourself, but compromise. So, it's a fine line, but, you know, but, yeah, that scene was like, that was unnecessary.
Yeah. And it was something else I was going to say about that scene or whatever. Like, you know, anyway, but yeah, I kind of felt bad for her at that time because I was like, girl,
don't lose yourself, Mira.
And this is what I want to say. Gil got to realize you tend to seem like you got a good woman.
No, yeah.
So if what he was saying, well, I don't know if I can deal with her little sport, and it looked like it's getting better, and she's willing to work on it and compromise.
Yeah, she said that too.
And she make more than you.
Yeah.
Tell her. Don't. As you can see, them other couples got a whole bunch of issues. That right there, you better take that if that's all you got to deal with.
Everything's not going to be perfect. Everything's not going to be smooth. So the little things you can deal with is deal with it and move on.
So Brett and Bao and Ryan are at the shooting range.
The wrong couple speed with a gun. That's all. I said, why they get Bao a gun and try to get Brett a gun? They the ones having the worst luck with their husbands. And you gonna get these women guns? Okay.
Or the men.
Well, yeah, cause especially Johnny, he's so emotional.
Mm-hmm. So Brett and Johnny are sitting in the little go-kart thing, the little golf cart. So Brett was like, she said, I don't like loud noise. I can understand why Ryan don't. I mean, girl. She got some quirks that do get on my skin, you know. Now, let me tell you something. I went to a range one time, gun range on the inside. And I probably was the wrong one with a gun too at that time because I first came in there with it loaded and I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
You came in there with it loaded?
I told you that. Oh. They told me my son was with me. I had just got divorced.
I've been embarrassed.
And so they was like, ma'am, you can't come in here with it loaded. So I was like, well, I didn't know, you know, whatever. So anyway, I went to the range. And so every time they shot, I jumped. And we was in there with other people. And when they shot, I jumped. So I understand Brett jumping because when they hit, boom, I would jump. I couldn't.
It's something you got to get used to after you've been around for a while.
I had the plugs in my ear,
But still, you got to get used to it. You got to be around for a while because, you know, when I was shooting, you know, I never jumped. But, you know, one time I shot something that had a pretty good kick to it. And I was prepared for it. And it kicked back and hit me in my cheek and broke my cheekbone. Yeah, so you got to be careful with this stuff. But, yeah, you get used to it, you be fine.
I shot, you know, I was shooting so much, and one of them, I don't know where it went, and then one of them went in the groin. I think I kept shooting for the lower area, so if they came at me, honey, they was not going to have no more church ever.
So I know not to make you mad.
I promise. Anyway, so Brett said that she don't like the loud noise. Bao is having fun.
Bao was dangerous, man.
And she about to take out everybody on now.
She just, this thing not loaded. Bao! I'm saying, she's so small, man. The thing when she shot it right the first time, it kicked back, going knocked. I said, she's too tiny for a gun like that.
I thought that was fun. Bao is funny.
Yeah, she's fun to be around, to be honest with you.
So let's move on to where right after that, because Johnny and Brett was having a conversation. I guess he was, like I said, I guess that's their duty to kind of talk to other couples and say, hey, what you got going on? Well, try doing this, yada, yada, yada. So afterwards, Brett and Ryan had a conversation, and I think this was an aha moment for them, and it kind of put them on the right path. You want to talk about that?
Oh, no. What you were saying, they had, like you said, they had a grown-up conversation. Yeah, they had a grown-up conversation because... Brett just laid it out on the table. You know, she said, you know what? You say you're trying to do better, but your actions don't line up.
Yep.
And, you know, so, but she was just basically laying into Ryan. And Ryan's like you said, Ryan's like, man, you know, and you can tell he was uncomfortable hearing all this. Right.
Because she was saying that, you want me to give you what you want. You want patience. I'm going to give you what you want. But then in turn, it's breaking me. So, and at this point, I'm broken. Like, and I understand, like, that's why I say marriage is not for those that are selfish. You cannot be selfish when you married. Now, you may go in there and you make some changes and stuff, and that's great. But being selfish, because it seems like Ryan, it got to be what he want. Johnny, it got to be what he want. You know what I'm saying? So these meet couples or whatever, they want it to be what they want.
Let's keep this in mind. I want y'all to listen. Marriage, it's not about me, it's about we. Meaning it's about it's about the marriage itself, you and your spouse.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they go in there into the marriages and they think about me, myself, and I. They don't care how their spouse feel, or how their spouse, you know, what they think, you know, it's all about them. And that's what's wrong with, like I said, Johnny. Especially Johnny, you know. You know, this and that, you know, what about me? And the thing about you got a woman that is trying. Bow was trying at one time. And Johnny, it's like he didn't see that. And he don't compliment Bow on the small things the things she do. So, you know, like you said, you know, men, some people just be selfish, men and women.
Ryan said that one thing he could do over, he wouldn't expect somebody to pretty much, I guess, in a sense, change for him. Like, he will have to change too. He would just want them to be doing all the work, and he not doing nothing.
And that's and I'm glad he sees that, because that's exactly what's going on with him. He wants Brett to do all the change. He wants Brett to do the things he like the hunting and the fishing and all that. She's not like that. So sometimes you gotta compromise, man. So you gotta change yourself.
And that's true. It made me bring back to, and I'm glad you said that, because Brett took him to the mountain climbing thing because he liked it.
He liked it, yeah.
Now they doing the hunting thing because he liked it. He wished that she would like it, but she don't. But I'm trying to see, what did they do together that she liked?
Volleyball. When they played volleyball.
Yeah, but that one, like, there was no special date for him.
Yeah, they was like with the other couples.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to this conversation where Zach and Kay are sitting down talking.
From this point on in this episode, my brain became mush. Y'all probably say your brain already is mush, but it became mushier. You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to figure this stuff out. So Kay asked a question: when you think about marriage, what do you think about? And Zach gave some answer or whatever.
He said something about, you know, I like to be happy most of the time. I guess it was like little hints he was throwing to Kay. You know, not all the time. He said, I know marriage is going to have your ups and downs, but majority of the time you should be happy in your marriage. So that's what he envisioned his marriage to be.
Zach said that he has been consistent, but Kay has not.
All right. This is not about Team K. This is not about Team Zach. Okay, this is about keeping the reals. And Zach has not been consistent. He hasn't been consistent, not at all. Okay. Now, that being said, Zach do have issues. Okay, let's keep it real now. But what I've seen this episode, we ain't got to that part yet. Your girl needs some help.
Who?
You know who?
Kay.
She need to have a good.
So, Kay said that she has been consistent, and she did say that Zach seemed like he hasn't been consistent. So, what I put my notes down here is that they both get irritated so easily.
Yeah, but before you go any further, this conversation they had outside Now they had a conversation off camera that we didn't see. We don't know what they talked about, but they said they both agreed to get a divorce. But go ahead.
I'm laughing because that was my next sentence, but
okay, my bad.
So when they were talking, that they both get easily irritated, and so I can see with just having these small, if it's not like like Pascal told Johnny and Bow, just be surface, If they the same way. If they have any kind of in-depth conversations, then it goes left to the left to the left to the left.
Now, I didn't mean to cut you off, but now when Brett and Ryan had that conversation, yes I did. When they had that conversation, I had to give Ryan kudos. Even though that conversation was uncomfortable for him, he sat there and listened. They didn't blow up. They didn't yell at each other. They didn't flip tables over. They didn't kick suitcases out.
He was like, let's just go get some shots.
Yeah. So, but he listened though. But you're right. Zach and Kay cannot sit down for 5 minutes to have a decent conversation without somebody shutting down or without somebody blowing up.
Yep. Especially if the other person trying to tell their truth about something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So,
you be right.
Zach said that they both decided to get a divorce.
I said that.
I'm going to say it again because I wrote it. Zach said that they both decided to get a divorce and to see how it works. And if it works, after they get a divorce, after the process, they go their separate ways, and then they going to take a break, he say, and then come back and see how it works.
None of that made sense to me. None of it. We rewound it 4 or 5 times. We trying to analyze it. We turn the subtitles. None of that made sense.
Yeah. And so when, let me see.
I got a bump on my leg.
So, excuse me, what I got out of what Zach was saying is that they made a decision to go their separate ways, get a divorce, yada, 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 because of this process. Hold up. That's not the part. That part I didn't understand because it didn't make no sense. So this is what Kay said. Kay said, well, marriage is a lot of work. And Zach said, no. What'd he say?
He said, no. Like you said.
He shook his head like a little kid.
He said, no.
My brother, you got to get your
No, it ain't a lot of work. It's a lot of work with you. It ain't no lot of work because you make it hard. So I'm surprised she didn't blow up on that part.
She said, okay. Her eyes got big, but she was taking it in, but it was just drops of anger because at that point...
That pressure pipe with you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She said, oh, okay. She said, well, why do you want to continue to be in a relationship with me? And then he said, because I'm trying to get it together because it was a lot. Because of the process.
Yeah.
And to me, okay, when he was saying this, I'm thinking that Zach is saying, I want to end this afterwards we get finished. I want to get a divorce
the right way,
so that we can see how it works, because outside of Married at First Sight, these cameras, production, and all this stuff is a lot. And he was saying, he's saying, I want to see how it works outside of this. So he was saying after the process and stuff. And so when that's when she popped off and was like, she really was mad at the first thing when he said marriage was hard with you. She said, oh my God. Oh, and she walked over there.
No.
What?
Walk. That joker got over ran. Like she run down the Price of Right. I said, what's wrong with this chick? You heard that? I was like, ooh, that's a hood. That's hood right. That's hood behavior right there. But go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
And he said, we will work on the relationship outside of this process. See, that's what I was thinking. And he said, he's not ready for marriage. And she said,
like he said, I'm not ready for marriage like this.
Yeah. And then so she said, well, you can just go then. Just go.
She always tell him to leave and get mad when he do leave.
Yeah.
Make it make sense to me.
He said, oh, okay, thank you. And he walked away cussing. So Bal comes over and talked to Kay.
about she's invited to the cookout. But go ahead.
Well, as soon as your air just honey, because we're gonna come down there where you at. What they in Texas?
Texas,
Oh,
yeah.
that's okay. It's too long drive. So anyway, so Val comes and talked to Kay, and Kay said that you know that.
See, this part right here irritated Kay about Val. But go ahead.
That Zach had said again off camera. They having these conversations that he said that you know he's not ready for marriage, and Val said, "I think your egos are getting in the way." Yes, they are. Pride and ego is the big thing on this show with them two. And Kay said, well, he knows that I got abandonment issues. And what Val said?
Val basically said, stop using that as an excuse. And, you know, she said, has he left you yet? Is he still with you? And she said, yeah. So why are you pushing him away? Then she started looking at Val. Val wiped the tears. Val wiped her tears away from Kay eyes. Said, why are you pushing him away? And Kay couldn't say nothing.
She could.
She said, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna have to do better. I said, wow. At that moment, I knew Val was invited to the cookout. Yes, I did.
Yep. So the next scene, they're playing games, Married at First Sight games, and it's called Married at First Sight Most Likely. So I'm sure that production came up with these. So they said who will have kids first. They said Rachel and Jose. They said who will end up in rehab. That was a shady one right there.
Johnny.
They said Johnny.
I guess he's so sniffing or something, man.
He was like, I don't do that.
Oh, man.
So they said who would be the first to leave a party?
Mila.
Mirla.
Oh, Mirla. I'm sorry.
Who is Mila?
I don't know.
And you saying that right, like you know you're the Mila.
Yeah, and Mirla, yeah. In a way, maybe the reason why I didn't like her at first, because she kind of reminds me of me. Because I'd be the first person to leave the party first. Because if the party, like I said, my energy is spent. I gave you an hour and 30 minutes, and I can't do no more. So I got to leave. So yeah, I get it.
So the drama queen, who is the drama queen?
Johnny.
Val said, I hate to do it, it's my husband, but I'm just telling you, he drama queen.
Not just that. That's why she invited to the cookout again. She drew his name with a crown on it. I said, that's cold-blooded.
What other people said?
They said Johnny.
They all said
Johnny.
Said
Johnny.
Really?
Yeah.
They said most likely Petty. They first said Rachel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then who it was?
Kay.
And what Gil said?
Gil said, see, I was right. This ain't about me, it's about Gil. But when you said I was right, I said like episode 1 or 2 that Kay be the type of person who will stick a knife in your tire, flat your tire, or bust your windows out. I said that. People say I was hating. Gil says Kay will be the type of person who will take the batteries out the fire alarm. You hear me?
And you'll burn up.
And she ate it up.
Oh, yes, she did.
Ate it up. She thrived at it.
And she started saying some more.
I do this. I do that. Oh,
you right. Right.
And you saw the fear in Zach's eyes.
And he started cussing. He's like, that's what I don't like about it right there. That's what I don't like. I don't like that right there. He started cussing.
And she ate that up, baby. Go ahead.
So at that point, Kay and Zach, they showed them in bed because, you know, everybody's a rap for everybody or whatever. So Zach said that he got in the bed, and I knew he was mad because he went straight to that phone. They got in them.
Oh yeah, I picked up on it.
They got in them pure white sheets, son. He looked straight through that phone or whatever. So she was like, hey, okay, what? You know, how was it? You know, whatever. So Zach said, well, the conversation was unacceptable, and I'm like, what is he talking about? She said, Zach said that it's like you're like two different K's, like you're two different people.
And it confused me when he brought that up. But you pointed out maybe he was still mad from the conversation when he was outside on the bench.
Yeah.
Then also, we got to take this into consideration, that this conversation they had off camera, maybe he's throwing that into the mix
got
also.
A lot to do with whatever we don't know.
Right.
And just to fast forward a little, we see that during when they were eating, we thought that they was fine because they were playing the games, having a good time. But they showed a clip in the end where Gil was saying, Zach was quiet. Yeah. And did you see how he cut his eyes? He cut his eyes.
He was like disgusted with her.
Yeah.
And when she was, go ahead. No, all I'm saying, when she was talking about what she would do because she was petty, he was cussing and stuff, and I can kind of tell something was going on with him then, but
I think that helped add it to if not start it again.
Because you got to think about it. When they was on the bench, when she got up and did all that, he said, "This is what I'm talking about. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this." Then when she get around the group, she talking about her pettiness and what she would do. That added on top of that, and it's like, man, he couldn't take no more. I'm not saying the dude. I'm not saying Zach is innocent now, but I'm just saying, I can kind of feel where he's coming from.
So she asked Zach what was wrong now, and so Zach started just kind of getting heated and stuff. So he was like, "Let's just move on, let's move past this conversation because it's not helping." And I don't know. At that point, Kay said, "Well, you can leave now." So talk about that.
Well. Oh, he was saying he didn't want to talk about it no more because the conversation wasn't going nowhere. And she just said, "Well, if that's the case, you can leave now."
She was saying, "Well, I ain't gonna ride back with you."
No, at first she said, "You can leave now."
Yeah.
And he said, "Huh?" He said, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah, you can leave now." She said, "I'm not gonna ride back with you tomorrow." And that's when he said, "Well, I can't allow you." "No, leave. Bye, bye." I said, "Yeah." So this is what I'm talking about. And Zach said, "I just can't allow you to just go back home without a ride. I can take you back. You can ride with me." "No, bye. I said, "See."
And she said, "Well, listen, I'm confused because I thought we was on good terms. Like I thought everything was going good." Right. So Zach was trying to talk, and he was kind of, she was saying, "Well, I thought we," and she said, "Shut the F up."
told the man to shut the F up, man.
She said, because at that point she was trying to talk, and I think he was trying to talk, so she told him to shut up. And so, and she said, let me make this loud and clear. I will drive. I don't need you to take me nowhere. I'm not gonna ride back with you. And so, just as quick as we blink.
No, you skipped a part. You skipped a part. Then he said. He told her, he said, "Well, you can ride back with me." Then that's what she said. "Well, I thought you told me you were leaving now." He said, "No, I'm going to leave in the morning." She said, "All right, I'll ride back with you." Okay.
Yeah.
She said that. She said, "All right, I'll ride back with you in the morning." Then he started laughing like, "I can't believe you keep flip-flopping like that," basically, Then that's when she got mad. "Shut the F up." I don't say this loud and clear. "I will not ride back with you." He said, "I can't let you do." "Don't worry about it. I gotta ride." Then all of a sudden, next scene, she got the phone in her hand.
I'm like, we blinking. Where she pull that phone from? And her sister picked up just like that. So
first ring.
Yep, she had that sister on the line, and so she was like, "Can you come pick me up tomorrow?" Me and Zach, and then
Zach said, "No, don't do that. Don't." I said, "Oh, now she getting his family involved.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing but drama. When you start sucking your family into your mess, that's nothing but toxic behavior and drama, man."
And so she gave the phone to him and everything, and so he had it on speakerphone, and so he was like, "Listen, I can't do this no more." I was trying to. He said, "I wasn't leaving her down here. I was telling her, that I was she could ride back with me." But he was like, "You know what? I pretty much reached my limit with this." And he said, "I'm just gonna,
I've done that before. I've done that before. Meaning somebody went out of town at a family reunion. She started tripping on me. I said, "You need to find your way back home." And she found her way back because she sure didn't ride back with me. I'm serious, man.
Well, it will never be a case like that.
I was just saying, I was young, though.
And so anyway, so he said, I told her that she'll have a way back home. And at that moment, I think she was saying something to her sister or whatever, and he said, "You said that you was gonna ride back with me." She said, "When did I say I was gonna ride back with you?"
And at that moment,
production.
No. At that moment, I knew she was crazier. Because she just said she was going to ride back with the dude like 3 minutes before this. It's not. Oh, man.
And what did production do?
First of all, we did it. I looked at you and said, she said what I thought she said.
We had to put the caption on.
I said, put the caption on, we were going back. I said, she just said she was going to ride back with the dude like 5 minutes prior. I said, okay. Then we kept then we went back. Then the productions did the same thing we did. I said, wow, they kept the receipts, man. They kept the receipt.
What they do, baby?
I'm going to ride.
I said, yep, production don't like her either. When production got to go and rewind right there, that means they don't like you.
Oh my goodness!
And then she had to had that lady probably hurt her back trying to hold her back.
You know what that remind me of? When a person get like that and start basically gaslighting people. That's what I call gaslighting. You tell me one thing and you basically like saying something opposite 2 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? And
they blank out and forget what they said.
That's what I'm about to say. They blank out because they so much in rage and anger. So yeah, she got issues big time.
So the cameras are on the outside, and because so we know that cameras on the inside of the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden the cameras on the outside, so somewhere she told them to get out the bedroom or something.
I need to talk to Zach real quick. Yeah.
So they did something. So now we on the outside, but they still got the mics.
Hold on, before you go. Okay. The issue with this was Zach said he was gonna go ahead and leave.
Yeah.
So they started packing and said, "Yeah, it's too dangerous for you to leave. Stay here." I said, "Hold. You told the man to leave."
Because she calmed down.
Yeah, now he's leaving. Now you tell the man to stay because it's dangerous. He said, "I appreciate that, but I'm going to go ahead and leave." No, it's too dangerous. You don't need to leave with your mind and dark and you upset. Something might happen to you. He said, "No, I'm going to leave. I need to remove myself from this situation."
And he said, and this right here, I really can't wait to get home. He said, this right here showed, basically what he was saying, I'm done.
Yeah, he done.
Like, I'm done. Like,
and maybe that's when he said that she panicked, I guess. I don't know. But 1 minute.
I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead, baby.
1 minute you tell the man to leave. Now, you forcefully trying to keep this man here. You trying to block the door. I thought he said, "Let me go," or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he said.
So the camera's on the outside. Of course, we listen to everything. So he begging her.
I think that's what he said. Beg. He's begging her. Let me go.
Yeah. He was begging. Opens the door and he rolling his little luggage out. And you know who? Val is what? Peeking. Really, she wasn't peeking, honey. She was right there in the door, honey.
Who that? Who that be?
Now black people be right there in the midst of her. She up there just. So Val was up there watching. And so evidently he rolled his little thing or whatever, and she started cussing.
No, she grabbed his suitcase and brought it back into the room.
So hold up, sweetheart. Okay, I got you because you're acting like you. No, she grabbed it. Hold up, calm down. What I'm saying, when he was rolling it, she was cussing at that moment and saying something about going back to Texas and yada, yada, yada. And so evidently, maybe he was looking for his keys because he stopped in midstream, like by the door.
Right.
And that's when she grabbed it and rolled it on back in there.
One minute tell him to leave, now he grabbed your luggage and bringing it back in. And
let me say this part now. I know this may be
production.
No. This part just different, but. Normally, I've done this before where you don't say what you mean as a woman and you be saying stuff because you really and truly don't want him to do what you saying. Go on, leave. I don't care, but you really care. And I think that's what she did, but hers just on a whole nother level.
You know what it reminds me of, and y'all probably know this out there in YouTube land. Remember the first episode of Martin? When he told Gina, step. And she said, okay. Yeah. That's exactly what she did, man.
So at that moment, she puts, when he get his luggage back or whatever, so he pretty much leave. And so she out there with her pajamas on. He telling
No. He went out there was telling people bye. I'm about to go on bounce here. And everything was peaceful. And Ryan was talking to him. Also, you saw the wide hair woman come out there with pajamas. It was her. She was just like she was actually the hurricane.
And what she said, go on, finish.
No, she was like, you don't need to leave. You don't need to leave. And he said, I'm going to go. Then Ryan was telling Zach, man, it's going to be careful. It's going to be dangerous. You know, you might want to stay unhealthy. Get in the car with him. Ryan said, why you fussing and cussing me out? Get in the car with him. What, you want to do, lay in front of the car or something?
She said, if it's unhealthy for him, go with him. Get in the car with him. Get in there right god doggone now.
I said, why is she snapping on Ryan? I said, ooh. Every time she was doing this and going off like that, all I was thinking was, I was right.
He said, ain't nothing we can do to make a grown man, an adult, to stop leaving. Ain't nothing I can do.
There's nothing I can do. And Ryan started cussing.
And then what he said?
He said, I was trying to talk him down, and we having everything was good until that happened. He came out.
And that's the reason he leaving.
Yeah, that's the reason why he leaving. I said, ooh.
So Kay come in, and what at that moment I don't know if they fast forward the cameras, but she was walking extra fast.
I think she challenged her inner Flash, man, because her speed just picked up so much.
And I don't even know if I don't even think she knew that the cameras was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know married first. I wish they had both them chairs down. She was
whoever that retreat house was, son, gonna tear up their furniture.
I said, God, I know married first. Like, man, we lost our deposit dealing with her, man.
So at that moment, if I was the camera people or the camera crew, I would be scared. But you see how they tiptoed in.
They were scared. The camera was shaking.
They was walking in. I was like, where did they go? And then the room was right there. And I guess Crystal, I wrote her name down. She was one of the producers. She trying to hold her and talk to her. And she said, get out of here. I was like, Crystal got some strength. Because that girl, when a person's in a rage.
She was in a rage.
That's why I hope Crystal got paid an extra check for that, because her back could be if you need, call Alex Shanora if he can help you, honey.
Cameraman said, okay, that's seen over. I gotta take smoke out of it. Because that was dangerous, right?
No, get out. Bam. I said, whoop, child.
Hey.
So anyway, it's the next morning. The birds too scared to chirp, honey. Just too much going on there. Just too much. So Bow on her camera phone, and she said,
shaking.
Nobody got no sleep that night. Bow said that Kay was really distraught.
Really?
Oh my! You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. One.
And she said that she came in there. She wanted to sleep with Bow.
I'll be scared, man. I don't want you to sleep with me, man.
And so she said that it was so bad that her sister just went ahead and came and got her. That morning.
And like you said, that's what's wrong with Kay. She has that support system from her family. So when she act up, they come, call her and they cater to her to kind of calm her down. So yeah, she, like you said, that's the reason why she was going off, because she knew she had a sister to come rescue her.
Now let's go back. She said the first time she acted a plum fool. She said that what? My dad and everything. Now, just I got abandonment issues. Child, she ain't said nothing else about the grief of her father no more. It's just her. It is what it is. And the last time we had supposedly Kay neighbor in our comment section, and he said
she was like that. She been that way. Now he came in our comments and said, I used to live next door to the family, and she always been that way.
So anyway, so they outside and they talking to they eating and everything, waking up the next morning, and I don't know what Johnny did.
I think Johnny got drunk.
Something, because he ain't hear nothing.
Man, I thought y'all out there partying, man. That's why. See, Bao said she didn't want to marry a bro. What's up, bro? She got her a bro because that's what he knocked out in the house, and poor Bow could have been, she was in danger and he wouldn't have to help her.
Nope. So they talking talking about Zach and how Zach was leaving and everything. And Gil said that
Gil basically was telling them, he basically trying to explain to Johnny, because Johnny asked for a recap, and he was just trying to tell Johnny what happened that night. And Gil said, Bow said, well, Kay told me that Zach wanted to leave, and he left, and Gil said, well, yeah, I heard that too, and she told him to leave, and when he decided to leave, she gets mad. And Bow said, well, she didn't tell me that part, and there's the problem. Mm-hmm. When Kay tells her story, she don't tell the whole story. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, Gil said, sometimes with women, just say what you mean and mean what you say. Yeah. That's what happened. Then Britt said, and men too. Oh, yeah.
I heard Britt, she was throwing that shade around.
Yeah, that was some shade, man.
So he said, that somebody said, well, that's sad and everything, but, we started out with 8, and here we are. It's the 8 of us.
Yep.
And you had to remind me of what they was talking about.
And it was like a foreshadowing, because when they went on the honeymoon trip, Zach got sick, so it was just those 8 there. Now they had to retreat. There's just those 8 there, you know what I'm saying? It's like Zach and Kay, they start on the trip because they went to the honeymoon, but they couldn't finish it because they got sick. They went to the retreat, they couldn't finish it because you know what happened.
Yeah, that's what they got sick of each other. Yeah. But so it just seemed like it wasn't even never
meant to be
for them.
Even when they put their vows on the wall, it was all crooked. So that was
a foreshadowing.
Yeah, that was foreshadowing right there.
So they all leave and everything. They had a good time, and whatever. Anyway, it helped reveal a lot of stuff, and I think that what you laughing at?
I was laughing driving with Britt. Thank God that happened last night, because they sure took the pressure off us.
And Bao said that she could see what's her name, Kay's point and everything, but then she also sees that point, like she just get explosive. And I think
John said, she go from 0 to 100 just like that.
So I did see when they was packing up that Mirla got that new Benz, I guess, because it looked like she was driving.
Yeah, she was driving.
So I guess that's a new, honey. I don't know, but it looked like a new car tag. So John was talking they went to some like farm or some little farm, little finer thing. I said, they ain't through yet. Oh. So they went to a little farm thing and everything, and so some of the couples had a conversation. I guess because of, them folks on their retreat probably said, y'all got to get up out of here, honey.
Y'all better
go to your next stop and do something to close this out, because y'all got to get up out of here.
Yeah, we got to clean up this mess. A hurricane left, man. Broken glass on the floor and flipped over tables and pulled a tennis ball racket table. You got to straighten that up, man. Come on.
So Johnny said that he appreciated Bao for just having fun.
And Bao said we had fun because we didn't interact that much. Mm-hmm. I thought Bao throwing the shade tonight.
Yep. So they both agreed that that they was on the same page, and Brett and Ryan had a conversation as well, and they both seem like they're in a better place because truth came out.
Right.
Ryan don't feel like it's no pressure. He got to add on. He got to do. He cannot just be himself because Brett freed him of that.
That's right.
He didn't open his mouth. Brett freed him of that, and so I think he said, "Well, now we're on the same page." So I noticed that both of them said that they're now on the same page. Woo, child, honey, this was a lot.
Yes, it was, man, but
it gave us what we wanted.
Yes, it did.
Gave the people what they want.
Especially me. It gave me what I wanted. I feel validated, vindicated, and everything else, cause
victorated.
Yeah, victory, and all the B's out there. I feel it because I was right. First episode, I called it.
No problem.
And like I said, every episode.
Child, my back hurt.
Okay, that's good, but that's fine. Every time, I was right, y'all. Now, I want y'all to put in the comments, Edo was right.
And I'm going to delete them. All right, you guys, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget, And like we said, like we say at every end of every video, I'm getting tired.
What?
Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Also put God first.
Deuces, black and bougie.